Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, YouTubers. It's Anonymous T. Hope you're having an amazing day today. So today we have to talk Love Island, you guys. And today's episode was an absolute mess. Today's episode was an absolute mess. This is one of the most chaotic recouplings that I have ever seen. And it was just nothing but laughs, drama, and all kinds of foolishness, you guys. So basically, Andrew got word that Tasha wants to explore things with Charlie, and I thought Andrew was going to enter his villain era and choose Antigone or Ekansu or something to be petty, regardless if Charlie chose Tasha at the recoupling ceremony or not. And I was a little bit disappointed, you guys. I was a little bit disappointed. Dami and India had a very cute interaction. Dami gave a really cute speech, said that he was into India from the beginning, you guys. So all of you that have been shipping India and Dami from the beginning, you might have been onto something. We just unfortunately have not seen their connection because the producers do not want to show us the connection. But I do recall Amber and Akenna, they always spoke about the fact of how great of a connection that India and Dami had on a friendship level, that they always got along really well. They always laughed. It was just easy for them to interact. And so probably they both were probably crushing on each other, but wanted to be respectful because they were also good friends with Akenna and Amber. So as far as the recoupling goes, I feel so bad for Danica, you guys. So Danica was left last, and I thought Davide was going to select her. And Jack had to select her by default, you guys, because that was who was left, right? Because there's no eliminations. There was even number of men and women, everything else. But I didn't like his speech. It was kind of like, well, you deserve to be happy, and you're like the last one standing, so I hope you find somebody in the future. And I was like, well, wait, like seriously, like I'm so tired, you guys. I am so tired of Jack. Like, I am over his shenanigans. He does not like Paige. I do not care what you guys say. I know Paige is one of the most popular female islanders, but he is not into her, you guys. He is an F-boy, and I don't understand why some of you are not seeing it. Some of you are getting fooled by the edit. You guys are getting fooled. Remy exposed him. Remy said that this guy is crazy and that he is mean and he is one of the worst islanders in there, and all he did was bully the guy the entire time he was in the villa, you guys. And he is getting one heck of an edit, you guys. He is getting one heck of an edit, and I think this is all a setup. I think he is orchestrating all of this, foolishness with Paige, because why are you just now giving her a compliment, you guys? Why are you just now giving her a compliment? Why did you show up to the hideaway in your drawers? Like, you are not serious at all about Paige at all. And now you're trying to love bomb her when she's coupled up with Jay. But we know daggone well, if you guys would have recoupled, you would still be doing your same F-boy shenanigans and completely disrespecting Paige and not doing right by her. And just knowing that the public's going to vote for you guys because of the fact that Paige is well liked. So I am hoping that even though I don't want Danica to be a sacrifice, she is getting the Rachel treatment anyway. So therefore, she's going to be the next to go, regardless. Whether it's bottom three couples, whether it's bottom, three girls, whatever it is, they're going to make, the group choose, and they're going to choose her to go, and they will make sure that Ekansu is in one of the top couples so that the house does not vote her out. And they will make sure that they get out Danica, you guys. And I just feel so bad for her because she was given a raw deal, and she needs to unleash, you guys. She needs to unleash, whether it was a conspiracy or not that she worked with production to select Luca. She didn't have a full day to really get to know any of these people. Had she had the same opportunities as these other bombshells who get to take out at least a couple of people on dates to assess whether or not it's something they want to couple up with, or if they need to go in a different direction, she would have known immediately on the date with Luca that he was all in with Gemma and that there was no need to pursue things. But because he was the only guy that was being nice to her that day and showing her around the villa, introducing her to different people, so she thought, oh, well, maybe I should couple up with him, not thinking of, what the dynamics of everything else was, because nobody was giving her anything. She didn't have enough time. And now that she's seen what it is in the villa with a lot of the other islanders, she thought, okay, well, Davide's single, I'm single, maybe we can make this happen. But he straight up played in her face. He played in her face. And Davide, you are going in the bottom couples. I do not care. Sorry, Antigone, but you guys are not going to be a popular couple when the next vote comes around, because that was some shady mess. And the gall of you to call Ekansu a liar and an actress and to get the bleep out, and you pull this a-hole move. Seriously, Davide, what was your problem? What were you thinking? You sat up there and kissed Danica, and I think you kissed her to make her quiet, to get her to stop talking, because you didn't like the way that she was flirting or whatever. And you just wanted to do something. When you said you gave her a gift, that was so arrogant, and it just looks so bad. It looks so bad. The optics are terrible, you guys. Like, why even kiss her if you're going to do all of that? If you're going to humiliate her like that in front of everybody. And props to Danica for keeping her composure, because I would have left. I would have been like, all right, this is my last day in the villa, because that is some low down dirty mess that you're going to embarrass me like that on national TV. Oh, no. Then Charlie, he punked out, he chickened out, and he chose Ekansu as the safe bet, even though Ekansu and Charlie do not like each other. So that was dumb. So, because he wants Tasha. He wants Tasha. And if you listen to his speech, it sounded like he was going to pick Tasha. And Tasha, I do not care what you guys say. Tasha is not upset about the eye rolls and the head nods by the guys. That's not what she's upset about. She is pissed that Charlie didn't choose her, you guys. I do not care what you guys think. She does not want to be with Andrew. And she has reiterated that since day one, you guys. She has reiterated since day one, and I don't understand why people are not clocking what it is with Tasha, you guys. She wants out of that couple. Jay called her bluff. She begs every new male bombshell to pick her, you guys. But she comes across wishy-washy because she'll still be all over Andrew when it's all said and done. So they end up going in a different direction to secure their spot in the villa. And that's on that. But she is bored with Andrew. She wants to seek something out. You heard her say today multiple times that she went from being a bad bee to a non-factor. And now I think she blames Andrew for them being in the bottom. This is the second time they've done bits. And the day after, she is repulsed by the guy. And now she wants to project and make it about the fact that the other guys were, giving her weird looks during the recoupling ceremony. No. You were pissed that Charlie did not choose you. You wanted Charlie to choose you, and you told him the ball was in his court, and he chose to go to a different court, and he chose Ekansu. Like, I can't, Tasha. We see through the game. We see through the BS. And while I do not like men getting into women's business, you guys, I do not like this Peter Real Housewives of Atlanta peach type of behavior where everybody's getting in other people's relationships. Unfortunately, Luca and Dami were correct. You cannot do this push and pull business with Andrew and not think that nobody's going to call you out on it. But what I have a problem with it is, why don't you have the same energy when your guys do it? Why is it wrong when females do it? Why do you have all this smoke for Ekansu and all the smoke for Tasha, but you don't have smoke when Davide did what he did to Danica tonight? Why is it okay for men to play the field and play in people's faces, but when women do it, when women are not happy in their couple and they want to, secure other options or potentially put other feelers out there, they're dragged, they're humiliated, they're slut shamed. Like, we got to keep the same energy, you guys. We have to keep the same energy. So that's the only part that I will give to Tasha, is that she doesn't deserve the hate that she is getting, but I do clock her game. I do see what she is doing, and she wants out of that couple. She wants out of that couple one way or the other, and it's not happening for her. So she is frustrated and she feels like she's stuck. And like Dami said, she is settling. So that is why she is upset. That is why she is miserable. That's why she didn't even want Andrew to touch her, because she is sick of the guy. And Andrew, I don't know if you are playing into this on purpose so you can look like a simp and attract somebody at Casa Amor, if that's your end game. Because why did you tell the men right before the recoupling ceremony that your Love Island journey starts tomorrow? What? But then you choose Tasha, who was already a part of your journey the past couple of weeks. So that tells me that you were anticipating Charlie to select Tasha, and you were going to be in a friendship couple with Ekansu or somebody, and then just wait on a bombshell that was there for you, so that you could make your move and pivot away from Tasha. But you should have made a ballsy move and chose somebody else anyways, chose Antigone or somebody, so that way you can send the message to Tasha that you're not going to keep going back and forth with me and not say what it is, right? So there's that. But Tasha was not being completely honest. She was all in of trying to be with Charlie, you guys. It wasn't just, oh, I just want to have casual conversation. No, 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 no. That is not what it was. But Andrew, I'm watching you too, because you're going to play up this simp act for votes. And I see it. I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing. You're going to be the ultimate simp until it benefits you, until you get the woman that you want that's going to be all about you, because you're clearly more into Tasha than she is into you. And she is still going to be looking for the next best thing the rest of the show. And she's going to try to find a way for it to happen without her looking bad, without her getting the Ekansu treatment. But the problem is she should accept her villain role and do what she wants to do, because she's going to be voted. She probably would have got more positive votes, you guys, had she just did what she wanted to do. But instead, people are going to vote her in the bottom again because they are mad at her. And they are falling for Andrew's sympathy act now that he has decided to show up to Love Island. Thank you, Andrew, for showing up 3 weeks in, because the producer said for the past 3 weeks that you guys were giving us absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing, you guys. So there's that. Paige, not sure what's going on with you, because you literally were crying your eyes out the other night over Jack trying to pawn you off to Jay after you guys just got back from the hideaway. Gave you your first compliment the other day after spending so much time together. And now all of a sudden Jay picks you. And you're like, yeah, it is what it is. We're just going to kind of take it in stride. And then you're talking up late with Jay. And then you roll over to the other side of the bed and you're holding hands with Jax. And I'm like, I don't have time for this foolishness, you guys. I do not have time for the foolishness. And I think Jay, if he plays this right, could actually get Paige to fall for him. Yes, I said it. Yes, I said it. Because Jay is playing a high-level game. Him and Luca are the biggest game players, you guys. Him and Luca. Because Jay is thinking, hey, I need to latch on to somebody who is popular. That way I am popular and I don't get eliminated. But what he is not realizing is that if the public vote for the couples that are the most compatible prior to Casa Amor ends up being 2 or 3 couples, and then they say, hey, out of these 2 or 3 couples, you need to send home 1 boy and 1 girl. Guess what? You are out of there, dude. If it's between you and Jax, you are going to go over him. Because he is Luca's best bud. He allegedly knows Davide. So you are, you weren't thinking all of this through, Jay. You would have been better off just sticking with Ekansu or going with Antigone. You guys had a nice date the other day. I do not understand. I understand why you didn't choose her, but it's stupid. Because if she is nice and giving that same energy to everybody in the villa, how could you just assume that because you don't know whether or not she's liked, that you can't move forward with her? You should have chose her anyways and let the relationship blossom and go from there, and then let the audience fall in love with you. But instead, you only had a couple of choices to choose between the females that were popular, and Gemma's pretty much, for now with Luca, and India of course is with Dami, so you were only left with Paige. You weren't watching her since day one. You were all about Amber since day one. So don't do that. Don't lie to the people. You were not checking for Paige until you found out what the public vote was. And you were checking for Ekansu until it did not benefit you anymore, and until you found out that she was not liked as well. So therefore, you're switching gears. You're moving to other people, and I see right through it. Why is Luca trying to play like the game is over and he already has the 50K and just has to write off the rest of the show, you guys? What is going on with this guy? He has a comment for every single relationship. He has an opinion on everything. I do not like that Dami is getting closer to him. It is not necessary. This guy is toxic. Why are you guys voting him for most popular, him and Jax? What are you guys doing? He is so mean to these women. He is so disrespectful, as if he is owed all of these women and to control what they can and cannot do in the villa. And the gall of him to think that he can even attract Kim Kardashian is laughable, you guys. The reason you are so attached to Gemma is because who her father is. And you want the clout and you want to meet her father, you guys. That is all this is. That is why you are acting like, a stay-at-home husband. That is what it is. It's not because you genuinely are all about Gemma. Stop it. We're going to see how it goes at Casa Amor, but you are Jake 2.0, and I see right through your BS. You are orchestrating these couples' demises right there in their faces, and they don't see it. They do not see it at all. You are orchestrating the demise of these couples so that you and Gemma can rise to the top. And really your biggest competition, real talk, is Paige. Paige is your actual competition, Luca. Meanwhile, you were focused in on Tasha and Andrew, who are not stable in any sense of the word. So it's not going to matter you meddling in their situation. But Paige is your actual competition, and you should have stayed with her instead of, this fantasy of you and Gemma. Because when it's all said and done, I don't think this is going to lead anywhere long term. They'll be together maybe a couple of months after the show if Gemma's head isn't turned to Casa Amor, and that's going to be on period, you guys. That's going to be on period. Luca just wants the clout. One of his exes, again, was an Instagram influencer with tons of followers. Like, I see right through Luca's game, you guys. I see right through it. And, what else happened tonight? Because it focused a lot on the recoupling ceremony and the drama leading into it as far as who Charlie was going to choose. I love the fact that Dami and India were finally coupled up, you guys. I am so happy for them. I wanted the cameras to stay on them a little bit longer, the night camera, when Dami pulled the covers over the top of them, because I wanted to see some kissing. I wanted to see something, and they gave us nothing, you guys. They gave us nothing. And India said that the beauty salon was closed. So I'm getting hip to, their innuendos and their euphemisms for, what they mean about, the naughty stuff. So there is that. And I am stoked for Sunday, you guys. I am stoked for Sunday for so many reasons, because on the episode, we got a beautiful preview of Dami and India on their first date together, you guys. And I find this funny because Luca and Gemma have been together all this time, as well as and they're not getting, these dates, you guys. They're not getting these dates. I think they probably will, though, eventually. But I am curious to see who's going to. I think Gemma and Luca will probably go to the Hideaway next. And then I have a feeling it'll be India and Dami right before Casa Amor. That's what I'm kind of envisioning, right? That Dami and India is going to go on this date, and then Luca and Gemma will go to the Hideaway, and then after that, maybe they'll do a date at the end of the week for Luca and Gemma, and then Dami and India will go to the Hideaway, and then we'll lead into Casa Amor, you guys. So it is going to be a very interesting next couple of weeks, because Casa Amor starts the 4th of July. But we got to have a conversation really quick. Okay, to the fans who, whether you are not a fan, I should say, of India and Dami and their journey, some of you are like really reading into every little interaction that is or isn't being shown between them. And it has to stop, you guys. It has to stop. I know some of you guys are traumatized by what happened last season with Kyler. I know some of you guys have PTSD of what happened last season on Love Island USA Season 3, as well as what Caleb did to Justine on Love Island USA Season 2. I know you guys are traumatized. I know you guys think Destiny's Childish is coming out of the villa one way or the other. I know you guys are just anticipating Black Love to fail. But listen, just accept the good things that are happening right now with Dami and India for what it is. Enjoy the positivity that's happening right now. Enjoy the fact that India is not a part of any drama that is taking place in the villa, you guys. Which shows her pure heart and how sweet she is, that she wants no parts of any of the drama, you guys. And that she is not going to get into anything with anybody. So I don't understand why you guys want to rain on the parade. You guys keep forgetting for these past 3 weeks, Dami and India have been BFFs, like I said at the beginning of the video. So I'm sure they've had all kinds of talks about their personal lives, about things that they like and dislike and things of the like. So it is not, going to crumble like you guys think it will, because they have established a foundation to where they are on the same page. They tried to make it work in both of their couples, and they realized both of them were forcing things that were not there. Both of them realized that they were settling and just trying to do what the public wanted initially when they did the initial vote of who should be in a couple on the show. So that was why they were trying so hard to make things work. But now it's been a few days. They realize, hey, we get along. We need to see if there's something more there between us. And now it's progressing. Let them enjoy their date. Stop reading into it's too good to be true. That just means, hey, your connection is solid. This happens a lot, you guys. Some of you guys have not been in a relationship in a long time, or have not been in a relationship at all, or do not know what it means when, or haven't experienced dating somebody who's been your good friend for several years, right? And not necessarily in the friend zone, but maybe the timing was off, right? But you guys always got along. You guys never had an issue as friends. And one day something happens and boom. Next thing you know, you guys are in a couple. You guys are in a relationship. You guys are thriving. And it's easy because you already know so much about each other already. That is what you were seeing unfolding with India and Dami. It is no need to ring the alarm, you guys. Everything's going to be okay until they give us some reason not to be. As for Dami, I see through you, Dami. You want the camera time, and I get it. But you don't need to be involved in all this drama. I know that the producers are being shady by not showing you in India. I know. But you don't have to follow the cameras whenever there is drama with these other couples, because the voters are not going to give you the same grace that they are going to give Luca. And that's just done, period. So you have to think as well from a viewer perspective, if it looks good for you that you are getting involved in all the mess, even though you're right in your commentary, Dami. But think about who your audience is, who the Love Island audience is, who Fiat 500 is, and they're going to make you the scapegoat, and they're going to give Luca all the passes in the world. So just keep that in mind as we progress forward, and focus more on India. Focus more on your connection with India, and the cameras are going to come. The cameras are going to come, and then we are going to get the content. But if you keep focusing in on the drama, that is when we're only going to see you. So you have to kind of play the producers at their own game, Dami. You have to play the producers at their own game and give them stuff. Set up a date with India. Set up certain things that are going to look romantic, that are going to look inspirational. Do a little, impromptu date or something. Look at the stars at night or something. Just something. You need to come up with things with India that's going to bring the producers to you so they could be like, hey, we need to see what's going on with Dami and India. But instead, you are devoting your time to getting involved into the drama with the other couples, and you don't need to be. You don't need to be at all. And I'm sorry, Tasha, all of the men gave head nods and dirty looks and everything else. It wasn't just Dami and Luca. But I see what you did there, because they're the two most popular guys and you were at the bottom of the popularity contest. See how all this works? See how everything comes together and comes full circle, you guys. See how it all happens? So there is that. So those are just things to consider, you guys. Just take a deep breath about India and Dami. Good things come to those who wait. Do not expect a downfall. Do not expect negativity based off of past seasons, you guys. Each season is its own entity, you guys. Everybody here has different personalities, different ways that they're moving. This season seems to be all about the bros. The bros alliance is unbreakable, apparently. Nobody is mad at Jay for picking Paige, but that's not the same energy they would have given Ekansu or Tasha if she had ended up with Charlie. And now they're all cool with Charlie because he didn't choose Tasha. Like, I see through it all, you guys. I see through it all. So there is that. But let me know what your guys' thoughts are in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you're notified the moment I post content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.